Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down.
To throw is Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Book. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Book. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Neal. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates them.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Andy Isabella. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Monarchs are able to move back in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they go play action with Book. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw his Book. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Book. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Play action now, Book. He finds his man, complete. It's Neal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. What's good on the extra point. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 31, Fields flushed out right. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, it's Fields. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Look, he finds his man complete. That's Neal. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Book. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Book. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch twins. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins. Check the hot read. Undercut.
Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Third and long. It's Fields. Forced out to his left. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. He sets up the screen to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing again is Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Book. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd and 12, Book. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New Orleans.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? He'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here we go now as they will again try for two. Back to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields, eluding the pressure right. He'll let one go deep for Howard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Breida. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Off the play fake. Here's Book. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
A second down throw for Book. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Book from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Book now. He completes it to Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Kamara. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 32, Monarchs 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Kamara try the right side. And some room to maneuver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Check 26, check 26.
Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Kamara. Shedding through the defense. And he will try to get to the pylon, but he's not going to get there. They mark him out short of the goal line. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone.